Hello guys. So I was recently browsing through my YouTube notifications and to my surprise I got two new subscribers. So I figured what a perfect timing this is as I am currently preparing to take another certification exam. So I'm actually preparing to take the Healthcare Privacy and Security exam. This is another certification issued by RHIA, and I definitely want to take this opportunity to brush up on things that I may have forgotten or just need a refresher on. And I figured I'll try and bring in some information from the RHIA exam. So if you've landed here, you're probably looking for ways to help you pass the Registered Health Information Administrator exam. This is the RHIA registration exam. So if you are here, I am not sure if you have the book by Patricia Shaw, but this is the book issued by AHIMA. I am using the 6th edition, which was published on, let's see, 2016 it was published in. And again, this book is really great. If you watched any of my previous videos, you can find out more information about the book specifically, but this book is fantastic. It does come with an access code that you can utilize. If you are a busy individual, I highly recommend getting a book that has the online access code. So nowadays, everyone has a cell phone, and the main idea of utilizing this book is getting acquainted with the way AHIMA presents their exams. As you know, other agencies may not be able to give you exactly what you need to prepare for this exam, just because, well, that is my thought, and everybody has a different opinion. Of course, you don't have to take my word for it. Actually, I do not encourage you to take my word for it, because you should definitely do some research and see what works for you. But I liked that this book actually, it had everything I needed to have, to take my RHIA exam and pass without having difficulties, just because I was able to see what their testing style is and what tricks and things that they wanted me to focus on during the exam. So I did learn that from utilizing the Registered Health Information Administrator exam book. So with that, we are here and I am going to show you, this is domain 2, and I have selected 10 questions. These are the first 10 questions of exam 2 for the Registered Health Information Administrator exam preparation book by Patricia Shaw. We'll focus on just a few of these questions because I do not want to waste your time. The whole idea is to try and obtain information from this book that will help you pass the exam. So, for example, if you can pause the video and look at question 106, you will see that's a very simple, almost self-explanatory question at this point in your life, since you have hopefully gone through your schooling and you just know this, and it's pretty much common sense for someone at this level looking to sit for the RHIA exam. Well, at least I hope so. I do apologize that I don't want to waste your time or mine going through the small questions like those. So if you focus your attention currently in question 107, before you go ahead and review that question, I am going to just recommend that you pause and go into Google, whatever works for you, and look up what a business associate agreement is. If you can find out what it is, what it does, who needs it, what to do when it ends, and things like that, the answer to this question will become extremely simple. So once you figure that out, the way you read this question, your reading comprehension does have to be on point. It is very important to break the sentences into sections and make sure that you understand what information they are giving you. So one thing that I gathered from this question was private patients of the physicians. So these are the physician's own patients. The fact that they are now mentioning to us that, so for example, they said within the question, all of these physicians have medical staff privileges at the hospital. Okay, great. But we do not necessarily care about this because we are talking about private patients and we are talking about a transcription service that is going to be used by the physician for his private patients to carry the information that was generated during the course of treatment for those private patients. If you found out what a business associate agreement is, you'll have the answer to this question. So what I'll do is I won't be giving you the answers yet. I am going to just, give you some guidance as to how to find the answers, doing some research and preparing for the exam. If you look up business associate agreement, by learning a few aspects of that, what it is exactly, you'll have the answer to many more questions throughout domain 2. So let's pause there for a second and go and review question 109. So for question 109, I am going to ask you if you can just please go on Google and again look up some information. So let's find out what the High-Tech Act is. So if you look that up, you'll learn a lot of information that will help you throughout the whole exam, not just for this particular question. So for example, with the High-Tech Act, we found out that patients can request a copy of the medical records in electronic format, should it exist in electronic format, of course. If the facility has them in electronic and paper, the facility does not have an obligation to provide you with a copy in electronic and, in electronic format, I'm sorry. So look that up, get familiar with the High-Tech Act, and that should help you for this question and many others. Let's go now to question 110. So this is a simple question. You can pause the video and read it. And I am trying to go a little bit quickly because I want to make sure that I can cover everything I want to cover in about 10 minutes that I only have for this video. So if you look up this question, when you are managing or handling medical records, you are not a clinician. You are not testifying that the patient has a certain condition. What you are testifying, if you were to go to court, is that the documents that you have produced are an exact copy of the records that are found in the EMR. That is a simple fact, a simple reason why you would go to court to testify about the validity of the medical record. Okay? So let's go now to the next question, 113. And please ignore the 0 after that 3. So I'll give you a second, read the question, become familiar with it. Again, if you went on Google and you looked up business associate agreement, what it does, what it is, who needs one, when to start it, when to end it, you will have the answer to this question. So again, just get the hang of things, see how the test is performed, and you'll find out that one thing leads to the other. And if you know the concepts, you'll have the answer to many of the questions. So I am going to leave you here the answers to all of them so that you can just practice on your own and see how the exam goes for you. I do wish you good luck. So question 106 is B, 107 A, 108 is B, 109 C, 110 B, 111 A, 112 C, 113 C, 114 D, 115 A. Again, please leave me any questions, any comments, anything you want to review that you want to focus on. If any of these questions in particular is one that you would like for me to review, pay more close attention to, please let me know. But again, I just want you to review and good luck. Okay.